Me and my buddy had a little pinch of time, and we went to check out some video games. And oh my gosh, I've never been to this shop before, but they're amazing. Great guys, great deals, great everything. And then lo and behold, he shows me all these comics. And he says normally he does them for $3 each, but because frankly I spent too much on video games, he was going to let me do them for $1. So let's show you what I got. I was excited to get this shown, so I'm actually starting with the best books on top. We are literally starting with the best book. I have a very high-grade copy of A New Gods #7. That's the first appearance of Steppenwolf right there on the cover. Definitely the best book. This could even be about a $100 book. There's going to be a far cry from that value. Most of this was $5 and $10 books, but let's show you what we got. Some other high-grade bronze. I always try to grab bronze if it's high-grade. Non-keys, but who cares? High-grade detective. Look at that. A Neil Adams. This is definitely the best stuff. So Brave and the Bold. I was almost going to say 12 center. 15 center, but again, a Neil Adams. Brave and the Bold anniversary, issue 100. High-grade bronze Joker. Now, check this out. There was a lot of 4-color, all 10 centers. So some 50s books here. Now, there was an entire box of this. And I actually passed on all the low-grade stuff. I specifically grabbed all the mid-grade stuff. I'm going to have to get this bagged and boarded. But this is good. 10 cent, not even 12 cent, but 10 cent stuff. That's good. First power suit. This actually is something, but my brain is escaping me at the moment. First appearance of Simon Dark. Very underrated one-time character. Classic burn cover. Here we have first cameo of the Adversary. I got 2 of those. First Ernst Sablanova, the first Silver Sable. Here's the trade paperback for $1 of the Wolverine Mini. First full appearance of the Adversary. Classic, controversial. This is cool. First Ratcatcher. Nice. Movie adaptations and game adaptations always do well. So there's a Dark Water. First Henry Descartes. We got our first appearances of cameos of Crossbones. Some nice bronze cap. Look at this. Vintage bats. That's cool. This is just a classic Joker cover. An Aquaman #1, a Nightcrawler #1. We do have a corner. That's going to bug me. A little corner thing there, but first appearance of Post. First appearance of Bastion. Here's some more of those 10-cent things. Look at this. Some dupes. Anti-Semitic thing in there. I forget. 10 cent. 10 cent. I think I missed one. That, I think, is a Karl Barks. Nice. 10 cent. 10 cent. 10 centers. Nice. Atomic Mouse. Oh my gosh. Yeah, some early Atlas. That's cool. I don't do so well in 12 cents anymore, but at least 10 cent stuff is still really good for me. Very cool to find this stuff. Now, don't get too excited. It's mid to low grade, but you know what? For $1, sure. Some X-Men keys. Green Lantern keys. Not many Green Lantern keys. Nice to see it. Dumbo. Goofy. Mickey. Good stuff. Can't wait to get this bagged and boarded. Looks like this stuff was probably never bagged and boarded. First Lady and the Tramp comic book adaptation. It's funny how I know that. Cool, cool. Yeah, this is great. And I am noticing that it is a bit more like mid to low grade. But you know what? The other stuff was a lot lower. Kind of still wish I got all of it, but whatever. I always like weird 90s gimmicky stuff, so I always grab that if it's $1. Oops, grabbed that by accident. Yikes. Did I grab that by accident? Oh, yeah, I grabbed that by accident. Uh-oh. Well, maybe I'm helping them out a little bit. grabbing a couple things I didn't mean. Nice to find a GI Robot Weird War Tales book. That's cool. Actually just got his first appearance that I had to pay up for, so maybe I'll bundle those two together. That's cool. Die cut cover, small key. Silver Sable, #1. First X Babies. Just a reprint of Submariner #1. First cameo Legion. Another First Adversary, Kitty Pryde 1. Is that the Von Strucker twins? I forget. And then we have First Onslaught, and it's actually a newsie. Last bag. Just grabbed some 90s gimmicky stuff, some foil and fun stuff. Also helps, it's a small key and a newsie. First appearance of Random, newsie. First Capwolf, newsie. I actually forget what this is. Calypso cover newsie. It's small little keys. First Blood Axe, newsie. First Death Spawn, newsie. Is that First Victor Timely? Or is that First Acronauts? I can't remember. Newsie. First Lynn Michaels as Punisher, newsie. Not newsie, but First Shard. Infinity Crusade, newsie. First Spot, newsie. Nice. First Nate Richards, newsie. Another Adversary. I guess I'm going to be the Adversary shop. Some Nightfall books. I actually just needed these exact issue to fill another full run, so I'm able to sell another full Nightfall bundle. First solo series Green Arrow, second appearance of Doomsday, first General Orwell Taylor, newsie, first Night Watch, newsie, hell yeah, first appearance of Vengeance, newsie, first Weasel, newsie, first Death Cry, newsie, Graydon Creed, newsie, first J. Scott Campbell, cool, small key there, newsie, second appearance of Static and Origin, newsie, first Executioner. I had a couple first Morbius solo series newsies, first Falcon solo series, and something that I don't remember, but I know it's something, even if it's small newsie. Not bad. You know, nothing crazy except for first Steppenwolf, of course. But, you know, for $1 all day. Let's go ahead and show you guys the video games. I was a little naughty. I'm supposed to be playing a much more patient game with this stuff. I've been trying to wait and find this stuff in the wild, but I got a little bit impatient, and I got some stuff for myself. And I was able to get significant discounts off of everything you see here, so that's really great. Guys, this shop, I couldn't believe I've never been there before. This was just amazing. These are all games I used to own, and unfortunately, in a moment of stupidity, sold off. Actually, didn't even sell off. They got goodwilled out. So these are either games I wanted. I don't really want this, but I just grabbed all things Sonic, so sure. I played this to death back in the day. Resident Evil 4, the GameCube, all the Borderlands stuff. I even already have a PlayStation 2 version, but I remember this game so fondly, and it's one of my favorite comic book series. And they had a really good price on this GameCube version, so that's great. Borderlands 1. Again, some more Sonics. The Sonic racing stuff was never my favorite, but I liked getting it. Death Stranding, never played it. People say it was good, although I heard the second game's a lot better, but we'll see. I had the PlayStation 2 version of this. I don't know if this is a remake or if this is an entirely new thing, but I will be checking it out. Another game I played to death, Far Cry 3, was a lot better, though. Here's the big swing. I did get a really nice, complete in-box Mario Kart Double Dash. Could be my most played GameCube game, other than maybe Smash Brothers Melee and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. So, very excited about that. And I was a sucker for all the Nickelodeon stuff. That was, you know, early 2000s, baby. Late 90s, early 2000s. I love that stuff. So, really cool pickup. Not my usual pickup, but I think I did really well on the comics, and maybe that's going to help offset a couple naughty purchases here that I probably didn't need to do, but very happy. Make sure to come on down to Sentiment Depot's Antiques and Collectibles, located at 238 West Delaware Ave in Pennington, New Jersey. Find so many great books for just $1 and the lowest prices on key comics around. Enjoy a huge selection of graded comics priced up to 20% lower than current fair market value. We are open from Wednesday to Sunday, closed Monday, Tuesday. You got a collection you want to sell? Bring that too. Can't wait to see you there.